opinions. Alguna política, opinions. Salgamos un poco la política, opinions. Salgamos un poco la política, opinions. Alguna política, opinions. Alguna política, opinions.
Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Business Talks. Lord, forgive me. Charge it to my head, not my heart. I said, welcome to another episode of Business Talks. Welcome to another episode of Unpopular Opinion. I'm your host, Shawan Burns. In today's video, we are going to discuss we have tons of information to discuss. We have some updates on Sean Diddy Combs, a YouTuber I want to talk about. She's going through some marital problems, but we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Little Baby and some other things that you want to take a look out of in regards to your health. Okay, so without further ado, I am going to bring on our super producer is in the building. What is up, super producer?
Good morning, everyone. How are you this morning? And happy Friday. Good morning.
Happy Friday to you.
How are you? It's 8 of us in here. If you're in the comments, just say good morning so we can get our greetings out of the way and get on with the business at hand.
Amen.
But thank God it's Friday. I'm a little worn out this week.
Oh yeah.
Ready for my rest and relaxation. I think I have a show on Saturday, but at any rate, I'm ready to
Oh,
rest.
you got a show on Saturday.
I think I will my Nah But For Real show
Okay.
on Saturday, but
Okay.
I am ready for the weekend nonetheless. I think it's gonna go by so fast. Next week is Thanksgiving. I'm still in shock about that.
Yeah.
I'm so busy next week because my mom.
What?
Monday show. What are we doing? Because my mom has surgery, so
Okay, yeah. So we could do an afternoon or something like that if you want
she
to.
should be out of surgery. We should be able to do an evening show on Monday.
Okay.
Hopefully before football. Monday
Oh
night football.
yeah. I forget Monday Night Football.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
think she'll be out of surgery at least by noon, so I should be home by 5 or 6. No,
Okay.
maybe I'll be home sooner than that. Maybe we can go at like 4 my time and 5 your time. That way we can get out the way before Monday Night Football.
Yeah, whatever you that's
Okay.
convenient for you. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll
Yeah.
just I'll let you know. And
Okay.
we'll let you guys know.
Yeah, we'll put it out on the
Just make sure that you're subscribed and that you have your notification bell on. And you'll be fine because when that thing go off, you're gonna see it's boom, day on. Okay, boom, we got action. Okay, get up in here when you see that notification that say they're gonna be on at 30. Boom, say we got action. I'll just call. I'll just call to have you set the time so that
Stream
the
up. Okay.
notification will pop up at 30 minutes ahead of time.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds
Good
good.
morning, Carrington. How are you?
Carrington's
Good
in the
morning
building.
to everyone that is in the chat. We have a lots going on today. We have our NFL picks which
Mhm.
Siobhan did abysmal, as I thought she would. Um, because of the way that she picked Toy
You
Mafia.
mean my looks didn't the looks didn't supersede the
Yeah,
skills?
yeah, in some cases, but in most
In
cases,
most
no,
cases,
ma'am.
it was like, no.
You should have took the ugly man.
The ugly man got more skill set on the
Okay, no,
field.
he just don't care about how he looks, so he just gonna rough his face up and he's going.
It's like
He's
he
going.
going.
He's putting his face to the gridiron. Toy Mafia, Justin tried to take your spot this morning. I knew you was coming. But
Mhm.
Justin been bouncing around everywhere because I just saw Justin over there at 810.
Oh,
It's
Justin trying to
810
get
morning.
all the information. Ain't nothing
Justin
wrong
was
with
with
that,
me
Justin.
last night too. I'm
Okay,
starting to think
okay.
that me and Justin is in a like a semi relationship because he following me everywhere. Like a
No, he's cheating because he's my man, and now
he's
he's trying to
following me,
cheat on you.
child, he's following me everywhere like a good spouse. He holding the pocketbook and he's like,
You
no,
don't know
talk to her.
pocketbook.
So Justin, you busy. You are
Mhm.
busy. And we
Don't
had a
don't make me pull my hair back and put my Vaseline on for
damn
Justin.
what? 'Cause I would take and put these Timberlands on and wear you out. And what? So yeah, 24 of us in the room. So glad you guys are tuning in this morning. It makes my heart smile, just to know that there are 25 people that care
25
about what I have to say.
Amen.
Okay? But we are the better version of The View, so I've heard.
Yeah, well, thank God.
That's what I heard in the comments. I'm just saying.
Thank God.
So,
Okay.
there it is. I don't even watch The View. It's been years.
Girl,
Just
they
because
be on one on the View.
you forgot the flowers. Oh, Justin. You coming over to the independent side.
Oh.
Whatever. Justin flirting with Toy Mafia now. Anywho. Look at him. He's just polyamorous. That's the part I'm gonna put you in. You just polyamorous, and I ain't doing it.
Hey, Justin, he's saying I'm still young and still gay.
Justin was really connecting with us last night. There was a great show last night, and Justin was really connecting with us. All right, y'all, we're gonna get started so we can get out your way and you could go and enjoy the rest of your day. Lord, don't let me have no eyelash malfunction.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Carrington said this is absolutely propaganda. We said The View is propaganda.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're back to our visual because for one, I don't know. I was up and about it this morning. I was like, did my prayer and I was working at 5:30 this morning. So here we go. The run around. And Shawan, first one is yours.
Okay. Oh yeah. So this is a recall, you guys. There's a recall. All of you that eat the beef, they have a recall on the beef. Let me just pull up my story.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up too. Whoops.
And what they're saying is there's over 160,000 pounds of ground beef recalled due to E. coli. And after Minnesota Departments of Agriculture and Health noticed a link between a group of reported illnesses from ground beef from the Wolverine Packing Company, and they're based out of Detroit, Michigan.
Not Detroit.
Yes, Detroit. Girl, when they say Wolverine Packing, because Wolverines are here, I knew it was based out of Detroit. I didn't really read the article. I just seen, we've been having a lot of recalls because the carrots, I don't know if you know, carrots were recalled last week. The end of last week, beginning of this week. I don't know if you guys seen that, but
I put the link in the chat for this article because there's like numbers or whatever.
Yeah, there's numbers. That you could look
for anything. You can look at that, but I don't eat beef, so
yeah, me either.
I'm not a ground beef eater. I eat ground turkey
Mhm.
or ground chicken or ground pork or something like that, but I don't eat beef. But also I feel like food in general
It's
is
not safe.
spoiling faster. Um,
Yeah, I think it's probably because of the stuff that they're putting in the food, right?
I don't know if it's because of the stuff they're putting in it. I feel like a lots of the soil is contaminated with this groundwater coming from all these plants and things that we feel like we have to build. Look at Elon Musk with that green goo that was coming out of that one plant.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
and that's
yeah.
going into the groundwater. I mean,
Mhm.
it's going into the ground that we use to grow our food.
Mhm.
So I feel like, all of these plants and things that are being built and now that are being built and abandoned because of the economy.
Mhm.
Um, the
Yeah.
buildings are left unkept, pipes start leaking, pipes
Mhm.
start rusting,
Mhm.
with no maintenance comes rundown and so I feel like food is like spoiling so much faster from all of these green gases and whatever else you want to call it.
Mhm. Mhm. Um, yeah, I think it's a lot of things that attributes to, you know, food spoiling and all that good stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure you guys, our viewers, know that if they eat ground beef, be on the lookout.
The
So
onions too, Carrington. I don't eat
yeah,
McDonald's onions.
onion.
They so nasty. The minced onions that they have on there. I always
Mhm.
be like, no onions, just so they can make it fresh. They have to make the sandwich fresh. Y'all do know that if you go to McDonald's, this if you eat at McDonald's, ask for something, deviate from however the sandwich is made. Because if you don't, they give you like this old hamburger, whatever, that's sitting in the window. So do stuff like no mic. No mic means no microwave. Do not microwave my hamburger.
Okay.
Um, Tell them you don't want onions. Then they have to make the whole sandwich fresh because all their sandwiches come with onions.
Okay.
So ask for the French fries with no salt and then get salt packets. That way you get fresh fries.
Okay.
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 Listen, the super producer is a big back. She's in the big back community, so I can tell you lots of tricks
Yeah,
and tips.
well, when we used to order McDonald's, we always say no salt, just ketchup and mustard on our
Yeah,
hamburgers.
anytime you go to any of these fast food restaurants and you ask for something that deviates from how it's originally made, they have to make it fresh because all they do is make the sandwiches up and put them in that window, and
Hmm.
then they heat them up when you come and ask for it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, we're rolling. Okay,
Okay,
I
let's
think
see.
this is you. Go ahead, set yourself up.
Oh my goodness, this is kind of heartbreaking. This young lady, she is a YouTuber. Her name is Isis. And her whole channel was developed around how you can become a trophy wife. Okay, this is just a background. Don't necessarily agree or disagree with the content. Reason why I wanted to share this story is because kids are involved. So she married this individual, a young man. I don't know if he was a pastor or youth pastor, but he was in the church. Okay. She married him within months. He's a well to do person, um, uh, man. And so I guess she thought, oh, since he's well to do, we could get married. He loves God, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, come to find out, she had, I think, two children by him. But before she married to him in prior relationships, she had, I want to say, three kids. I'm kind of unclear on that part of the story. But this is her. She's going to reveal and I'm not going to tell you, but because for the shock,
Okay, you,
um,
you ready for me to play it?
yeah, so you could play it.
Okay.
Hi, ladies. Hi, trophies. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Um, if you hear any noise in the background, that's the new baby. A lot has happened since the last time that I recorded. I think the last time you guys saw me, I was in my second trimester. And
Girl, get the news.
yeah, I think I did post an update in the community section when the baby was
Then took out her
born.
video.
You could put it on
And I said that I would be
1.25
back
speed.
soon.
She
And that was a
the
few
midi.
months ago now. I thought that when I came back on here that it would be to maybe do like some kind of newborn favorites or meet my new baby or something like that. But unfortunately, it's been a little over a month since I had to end up leaving my husband.
Girl.
Leave her alone. She's having a hard time.
I honestly don't even really know where to start
Girl, start
with
at the
this,
news.
just because it's just such a
It's so
hard
horrible.
topic. And I honestly thought that by the time I got on here that I wouldn't have any tears left because I've just cried so much.
Let me get closer because I can't see you. Girl, that's how I'm feeling right now.
It's like I built this channel and this whole brand around
Being a dummy.
being this man's wife and trying to teach other women how to attract good men and provider men and all these different things. And I truly held my husband or saw him as the bar.
Girl, if
For
she
what
was my
every
friend, I'd be
woman
like, I'm gonna call
should.
you back.
You know, type of man that or type of husband that every woman should aspire to have. And I didn't realize that the person I married was actually going to be my biggest nightmare.
Girl, you just said you married him really fast.
So basically,
Ain't that how nightmares start? Fast.
when I first met my husband, as I've already talked about in another video,
Girl.
I think it was my single mom video. I explained, a little bit about how we met, and I really thought that man was my Prince Charming. So when I first met my husband,
Yeah, child, we gotta speed you up.
I thought that he was my Prince Charming. I thought that he was my knight in shining armor, and he portrayed himself to be this amazing, upright, righteous Christian man.
Child, see that friend that I'm putting on speaker and doing 100
And I
things.
believed him.
Yeah, girl. Oh my God.
I think shortly after we got married, and this is something that I haven't talked about, I started noticing like certain things
You ain't talking about nothing
changed
yet.
with him. And I just started to see a few things that I didn't like. But I honestly thought that some of these were things that I could get past.
Okay, Carrington. Okay.
It's like sad to even say like I could get past some of these things.
I'm gonna be like, girl, go ahead, crying. Call me back.
I don't
You
even know
so
where
mean.
to
Why you
start.
being so mean?
6 weeks ago, I was changing my daughter, my 4-year-old daughter,
Okay, now we're getting to it. Okay.
and I noticed that when I changed her, she was red and very sensitive. And immediately, my first thought was, did someone touch her?
Okay, what did it?
Oh, God.
Girl, call me back. Siobhan, you honestly watched this whole
So-
thing? Oh my God.
I asked her, I said,
I always watch it
baby,
on
did somebody touch you?
1.5 speed.
And she ended up saying it
This
was
is
Dad.
1.5 speed.
Or maybe 2 speed.
She said somebody touched her. Just in case
Yeah.
y'all didn't hear.
Yeah,
I felt like my
somebody
world
touched-
ended on that day.
Okay, well, girl, who touched her?
You about to find out. Let the girl talk.
Oh
My
my
husband wasn't
God,
home at
girl.
the time,
Call me back
When
after
she
you
told
finish
me-
crying.
but I knew he would be coming home soon, so all I could do was just say, don't tell him that you told me. And I just instantly started trying to think of how I could get my kids out of the house. Because I knew if I confronted him or asked him about it, that he would just lie. And that he would probably just continue to keep doing stuff to her, but just become more covert or more sneaky or whatever. As soon as my husband got home, he was actually picking up the boys from school, my 2 older boys from school. As soon as he got home, I told him that I was gonna go Halloween shopping with my sister because I just needed an excuse to get out of the house with all the kids. And I knew if I said something like, oh, I'm going to the grocery store, that it would be suspicious. Like, why am I bringing all the kids and like packing things, like things that we would need and things like that. So going Halloween shopping was the best thing I could think of to just hurry up and get the kids out of the house. I'm sorry, I had to get myself together.
Do she cute?
So
Do she? Because listen, I ain't got time.
when I got to the hospital,
Give me the clip note
they
version.
basically told me that we had to go to another hospital because they didn't do physical exams, like that kind of physical exam there. So a police officer escorted the kids and I to another hospital where they were able to evaluate my daughters. It ended up coming out that he had actually been touching both of my daughters, who are only 2 and 4 years old.
Okay, we could stop it right there.
Okay, no problem.
We could stop it.
Okay.
Okay, so she's claiming that her husband has touched her 2 and 4-year-old daughters. Okay.
Do we ever know who the husband is?
Well, she never revealed the husband. So the other clip I gave you.
Let me see, can I find it? Because first of all, absolutely not. Girl. Okay, it's right after it.
Yep, it's right after.
Okay, wait a minute. No, because I put it in the visual. I
Oh,
didn't know.
yeah.
I
that's-
didn't know if they went together, but I put it after it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you
Okay,
can kind
cool.
of fast forward it until you see the girl on the right with the blonde hair. Fast forward till you see that.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, let me see.
Get ready. Y'all get ready.
Yes, you get ready.
Okay.
Her-
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a
Okay.
minute,
So
let me go back.
just to give you guys a background. We're gonna just listen to a couple of minutes of what she's saying, but this is the niece of the man that she's
Everyone.
claiming that
My name is Dee,
SA'd the kids.
Okay.
and I am the niece of the trophy wife's husband. Now, I know you know who the trophy wife is because she's been going up and down my timeline for the last couple of days. Her name is Isis, or Paloma, which is her real name. This lady is completely insane. Let's just start from there. Background story. Her and my uncle got together really quick. From what I've been seeing and what I've been told, she thought that she was getting a come up with my uncle. But then when things didn't go her way and she pretty much seen that she could no longer hide the things that she was doing behind closed doors, she ended up trying to find a different route, which was to come on here and lie to you all and tell you that her daughter had been touched by her dad, which that is not the case. Her daughter had been touched by her son, and she didn't want anybody to know because she wanted to try to make it seem like my uncle was the bad guy because she wasn't getting what she wanted in the divorce. I always think that they're the bad guys because it goes both ways. And I am a mother of a Black little boy. So for me, I can understand why she would want to cover up for her son, but at the same time, me personally, if my son is doing anything like that and I have other kids, I want to get him the best help possible away from his siblings until he is confirmed better. And I know he's no longer a threat to the other kids in the house, because you can't just sit over there and single out one kid and be like, oh, I'm going to protect this one, but whatever happens to the other ones just happens. That's not okay. And then you want to sit over here and portray to these women out here that, oh, it's okay to be a trophy wife. Just go for that rich man type deal. No, how about go get your own money? How about stop, please, ladies, please stop waiting on a man to fulfill your life financially, spiritually, emotionally, all this other extra stuff, and find your own way. Do that. Because when you find your own way and you know your self-worth and you know what you are capable of and what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate, then the good man will come find you. But until you know your self-worth, you're just going to keep picking up anything off the street and being like, oh, okay, he got a little bit of money in his pocket, so he going to treat me right. No. Because the one thing that you don't realize is that man that has that money, he's also got a little brain in his head too. So he also is already aware of these women that's coming out here to do these things to him or to try to trap him in these ways, just for money or attention or the clout or whatever. Like, come on. We are in 2024, about to be 2025. Why are we still doing these same little tricks? Somebody needs to be teaching y'all how to make your own money, how to get your own way. So then that way, when you do find that good man with a lot of money, then y'all can build together instead of sitting over there waiting for him to give you an allowance or whatever, your little stipend for the month.
He's a good man, Savannah.
Okay, so
just want to
if
let
you
y'all
want
know,
to, you
for the
could
crusties and the dusties.
fast forward
to
like the end till you see the trophy wife. Right, yep, right there where she got that hat on.
On her channel, except for the one where
Go
she's talking about
forward.
the ex-husband, and in this live,
Yeah, right here. So at this point, she's retorting the cousin's or the niece statement. So now the niece is saying, no, it wasn't my uncle. It was her son.
And how old is her son?
Her son is like they never revealed, but I think he's like 11.
Okay.
10 or 11 or something like that. And we didn't read, or well, we didn't listen to the part. Well, her niece in the video was saying her son been exhibiting behaviors like putting feces on the wall, pushing one of the other little boys down the stairs. So he's been exhibiting, these bad behaviors. I mean, it doesn't say. I know he probably has some mental illness probably going on, or something's going on with him, because why would
But I
a
guess
kid that age
he's
wipe
getting
feces
dragged
on the
around
wall?
he's getting dragged around to all of these places whenever she feel like she want to marry a man with money, allegedly. I mean, he picking up demons in every little house he go to, poor thing. But anywho, okay. I mean,
So now the trophy wife Isis is combating what the niece is saying. So this is her.
I couldn't get on here fast enough.
I know you
I
couldn't.
couldn't
What
get
the
on here
hell?
fast enough when I heard people are trying to blame my
Okay,
son.
girl. Wait,
I couldn't get on here fast enough.
Where's the tears?
Couldn't get on here fast
The
enough.
regular speed. Ain't your time.
I thought I heard someone who I've never met in my life coming on here trying to blame my son. Someone whom I've never met in my life trying to come on here and blame my son.
Pause it. I feel like this is what she wanted to say. Suspect wearing a Temu wig always lying.
Stop it! You are a mess. Oh my God. Q out of the DFW said, "What fast?" She probably don't even know the word fast. She never did it.
Suspect who smoke black and mouse.
I thought that
Mouse, who I don't even know, is up here talking outside of her neck.
Y Million with opinion said, "I thought that broke hole said something." Yeah, clowning this girl. This is traumatic, you guys. I'm trying to be serious. This is a traumatic event for this lady.
Oh my God. Suspect who gets her wig from Party City said something about me. What? That would be a diabolical
my
suspect.
God.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
You are the worst. Yeah.
This
Look, the whole chat, y'all going to hell. You going to hell. You going to hell. You going to hell. Y'all going to hell. Matter of fact, Satan the Lord, I rebuke you.
The first clip, you talking too much. Call me back when you got the story together. Okay, call me back. Okay, when you got the story together. Don't. Ooh. Then here come. She said somebody shoot the suspect who I never met with a Temu wig on. Oh my God. Yes, Q. I'm over here in real tears because
my
y'all,
God.
you know what y'all see. I told y'all last night. If you call super producer with a mess, you finna get the jokes, okay? I'm gonna tell you. Call me back when you stop crying and I can hear you. Okay, let me go ahead. Okay. Because listen, now she talking in regular speed. She ain't got no tears. See, this be the thing right here.
Yeah.
This be the thing that get caught up. Will get you caught up right here. Okay. Suspect who is studying acting.
Right.
Is back. And now she not crying. Okay, here you go. Let me stop messing.
For the sick and disgusting things that my daughter's father was doing. This is not a game. This is not a game. How dare you? How dare you blame this on an innocent child? You talk about you got proof? You have proof? I've got proof right here. Right here. Show me your paperwork. Show me your paperwork. You talk about I am saying something different than when I was in court. Honey, you weren't even there. I've never seen you in my life. It's not very good. Oh my gosh. Y'all want to see my protective order? You want to see my protective order right here? I'm going to cover my daughter's name. I'm going to cover my daughter's name. In the case of a vulnerable adult and a minor child, a relative, there is a preponderance of the evidence to believe that the respondent committed the following acts of abuse: statutory abuse of a child, R word, or a statutory S offense. Father has been coming into two-year-old and 4-year-old daughters' rooms and SAing them. This is from the judge. There's the case number. It matches the records. There's the proof. There's the proof. There's the proof. I'm done.
Y'all, last joke. I bet you that wig is attached to that hat, so when she take that hat off.
Now, so I'm so in this video, this is Lovely T. Lovely T. I don't know if you know her. She does a lot of gossip.
I don't
stuff.
watch her, but I know.
Yeah,
that
she does
she's
a lot
like
of
a blog.
gossip.
She's like
Yeah, she's a
blogger or something.
blogger. Yeah. So she mentioned, she don't know who to believe, whether the niece or the mother. But a lot of times in these cases, these children, 2 and 4-year-old, you can't really. It's a lot of directions that you could go and tell them, you could push them to say, hey, so-and-so did this and so did that. So I'm not here to dispute whether it or not it happened. I think it did happen. But I'm questioning the mother. Your young mother, right?
Right. You questioning who did it.
Yeah. Like,
because
yeah.
Listen, the part that she read, she said that it was by a relative. Did it say? I didn't see where. Well, I couldn't see it.
We couldn't see it. It was a Tiffany Henyard move.
Yeah,
I got the receipts right here. I got the receipts, and it's a bunch of blank pages.
I'm gonna cover my daughter's name.
Yeah,
little tiny words on the camera.
Exactly. So that it was like that.
Girl,
but
stop playing with me.
I think it happened, but now I'm kind of speculating of who done the dirty deed, because if you really think about it, you're a young mother and your husband's getting up at night and going to your kid's room to,
and you don't know he getting up. What you taking, Ambien?
Exactly. This is why I'm questioning her. But another thing why I'm questioning her and her motives is because she did set up a GoFundMe account. Now you're a YouTuber. And she doesn't, she has like 60 or 70,000 subscribers. But off this video alone that she made this claim, I think it's almost at 2.5 million views. So you're getting money. And so why are you putting out a GoFundMe fundraiser and putting this video on there? And then another thing, if you truly think your ex-husband or husband did this, wouldn't you blast his name out? So if she felt like he preyed on her because she already had children, wouldn't you blast his name out?
I don't know if she can blast his name out because of the minor
defamation of character.
The minor.
Okay.
Because there's a minor involved. This is an allegation between an adult and a minor. And so if she put his name out, then people are going to know who the minor is.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So I give her grace on that. But
so until that case is over, whatever happens in it is over, she wouldn't be able to, say.
But the niece said the name in the his name is Orenthal something. James.
Now you got OJ first name, and you know what? Don't you tell me nothing else about this story. Y'all don't even call me back. Take me out the group chat. I don't want to know whatever y'all concocting over there, because I feel like now with this YouTube and social media stuff, people are concocting stories together to get paid. So it's
that's another thing. Maybe
it's very hard. Because suspect come on with a Temu wig, and ain't no way. It's just not no way. Like, and then
why you say
don't know this person. But this person's niece. You mean even at the wedding, y'all didn't meet?
I think she's lying about that. Like you said, now that you put that theory out, it could very well be that, hey, we're trying to blow up our page, get some money, so we need to. But that's a horrific story to concoct, right?
I mean, dramatic effect. You see what I'm saying?
It's
Look how many views
Oh,
it got.
I married a monster. She could have just said, oh, in one of the videos, she did say he sexually assaulted her prior to them getting married. So I guess
You
that
still
video
married.
didn't get
Girl,
that
call me
video
back.
didn't listen, this video didn't get a lot of traction. So then she came out with this video.
Child, listen. And Minion, I don't believe that she could say it even if it was true. Just because of what I said, because there's a minor involved. There's a minor involved in this situation. So
You saying it was true that the dad did it, or just saying that the actual assault happened?
no, just saying that the name.
Oh
the-
yeah, okay, yeah.
You know,
yeah,
I feel like she couldn't have said it because there's a minor involved. And people will put it together. And since they have brought this to social media, you know what I'm saying? This right here for me, I feel like this is what people are starting to do, to create these dramatic stories, and then say, okay, we can get paid from this. People are really this is gonna blow up. And look, it has 2.5 million views.
Yeah.
Look at this. I mean, and probably will continue to grow because people are gonna run on to see what the end gonna be. Because we love a car crash or a train wreck. I mean, we watch until the end. I feel like if why did the niece come out? And now listen, Minion, this is where we gonna get a little tricky, because if it wasn't true, why didn't the husband come out? Because he can out himself, she just can't out him. So why didn't he come out and say, this is a lie? Because that's exactly what I would have done.
Yeah.
People know them, so they gonna be like, oh, these two is married, so these is their children. They know them, so I think it's just a little bit difficult. That's my thing with this. You just have to put it on social media. People gravitate to destruction. Is this what they truly wanted out of this? And then they fake going back and forth with each other. For me, because absolutely not. I'm not gonna get on no video and go back and forth. I'm finna knock on your door and you finna record, because I'm finna wear you out in the middle of this street. That's what we finna do. Ain't none of that. But that's me. Men's lives have been destroyed due to these kinds of accusations. Yes. My opinion that the essay statements is being used often in divorce cases for meanness. Yeah.
But that's so detrimental. Like Justin is saying, it's like you could completely destroy a person's everything just because these accusations. And then a lot of times, since the kids are so young, you can't necessarily prove, they can't definitively say, hey, this is the person that did it to me. And I'm not saying they can't, but they're very impressionable. So you could coach them to say the wrong person. Do you get what I'm getting at? So if it's the little brother doing it, and your mom come to you and you're two, are you sure your little brother did it? I thought it was your dad. Are you sure it wasn't your dad? And so kids can't really communicate effectively when they're two. They're like, oh yeah, daddy. That's how you will respond, right? A 2-year-old, yeah, daddy. you know?
I don't know, because now you have the 4-year-old. So she's saying that the 2 and the 4-year-old are in the same room.
Okay.
So, you know,
Oh yeah, and then another thing that I was that we didn't play. The niece did say that the 4-year-old claimed it was the the older brother.
mhm,
That's one thing she did say. But
okay.
it's like it's sad, if they're doing this for charade to clicks and views. This is really
I
sad.
think I told y'all last week that clout was a drug. When I talked about Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, I said clout is a drug. People are getting high off of people treating them like local celebrities and stuff. Well, that in that case, if the son did this, how old is he? Carrington, Shawan said she thought that
He was
it
like
was 11,
10,
10 or 11.
10 or 11, yeah.
Cute. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm trying my best. Yeah, this is a weird one for me. I don't know. I may want some updates. I don't know if I want to be in the group chat anymore, but some
She talks too
updates.
slow.
She talks. I can't do that,
To the dramatics with the
girl.
dramatics.
I would
Well,
be
you
doing.
gotta. I mean, if you really think about it, I don't think like, hey, if something detrimental happened to me, I'm gonna like, oh, let me click record. Is my
Thank you.
makeup right?
Thank
She
you.
got a full face
And she's
makeup
sitting there with her
crying.
hair freshly curled. Hi
She guys, I just
guys.
yeah, I don't get that. I
I
just
know to tell you guys how to be a trophy wife. It's that suspect is a dumb mom who has kids and can't take care of them, and so now I gotta start a GoFundMe. Like, this is crazy. Like, that would not be my first thing. I wouldn't want nobody to know that I was that dumb. I'm sorry. I would not. I would want nobody to know that I married this man so fast that I didn't even know who he was, and allegedly he did this to my children. I would be like, oh no, ma'am. I'm not finna. So that's how I know that she did it absolutely for the clicks, likes, and views. Okay, but y'all, this was Shawan's story. This might not. I absolutely don't follow people like this.
Oh, so she erased everything on her channel besides
Did she? And you
yeah.
know why? He should have filed an injunction. And I bet you she didn't erase it. I bet you she just made it private. He should have
Yeah.
filed an injunction for her to preserve that because the whole channel was about how to become a trophy wife. Now he could go to court and say, this is what she based her her channel on. I absolutely was a victim. And so now
And
I
then,
have what
she
got
has a
at
whole
her.
website, thenewtrophywife.com.
Child.
So he could use that as evidence. Like, oh, she's trying to
He can use them videos.
extort me
I bet
for
you that she did not delete them. She just made them private. And I would file, if you listening, husband, whoever you are, go in that court and file you some papers and say she got.
But what if the husband is actually guilty of this?
Even if she's guilty, he got a right to defend himself. Even if he is guilty, he got a right to defend himself. But this case, the I don't know, it's just something not adding up.
Yeah, I don't think it adds up.
It's just not really adding up. Like you said, you sleep in the bed with this man every night, and every night he's getting up out of the bed.
Yeah, to go to and these are his daughters. It's not like
Right.
the
But
kids that she had prior. These are the daughters
I will
that
say this: there are people out there, and they're sick people who essay their own children.
yeah, that's
But
true. Yeah.
as a former wife or a person who's dated people and slept with, go ahead and move in their bed if you want to, because one of these eyes is popping open. Because you better be heading to the bathroom.
Well,
I'm just
I was snoring so loud when I was sick last week, and my husband said I had to get out there. He said I woke up and he was in my son's bed. He was like,
oh my God. Oh, Jesus.
he was like, I couldn't take it. He
Yeah,
was
no,
like,
I'm
I was
like,
about to die. He was gonna have to put a pillow over me.
I'm a light sleeper. So listen, I said what I said. If I hear the blanket move the wrong way, I'm like,
Yeah, where are you going?
okay.
Mm-mm.
I see you go into the bathroom. I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I see you touch that door handle. What you need? Where you going? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you scaring me. Oh,
But
okay.
and then don't you feel I don't know if you ever did this, just because you didn't wake up when he moved, but then you feel like somebody's not there and you wake up anyway and wandering around the house like, what you doing down here?
Mm,
That's how I am. Like, why are you not in the bed? Like,
mm,
what is wrong with you?
okay. Carrington said he finna have Ring cameras all over the house. Justin said, I had a similar deal in my last divorce with my daughters from my ex's family. I've had them with full custody ever since. That was over 10 years ago. Kudos,
Wow.
Justin. I am loving you
Justin,
more and more.
you about to get another wife.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. He like a harem. I'm done. D. Bree says, I just find it very disturbing that as a mother, she is comfortable to discuss this very
Very
sensitive
sensitive.
issue involving her daughters on social media. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that is
That's what
so
I'm saying. That
disgusting.
is,
Yeah.
that's astounding to me. Like,
Mhm.
why? And I said, why do you need to bring that here? Absolutely not would I get on social media and tell people I was that dumb. No, I'm not doing it. No. But anywho, okay, well, Shawan brought the drama today. I don't
I
know.
brought the drama. See?
All right.
Unpopular opinion.
Yeah. Oh my God. Now we're gonna touch on Diddy briefly. We got 2 stories on him, and we moving on because child, we're gonna be talking about him every day
Every
until
day.
we find out what's going on. But
What's going on?
got this for y'all today.
In the meantime, let's go back to New York City. Want to get some updates on the case that is unfolding there regarding Sean Diddy Combs. These were the courtroom sketches just today. We're turning our attention now there, the sex trafficking case against Diddy and the possible resentencing of the Menendez brothers in Los Angeles. We'll get to that in just a moment here. But let's focus our efforts on New York. We want to get to these headlines in both cases, and we're going to do that with our friend, Nima Rahmani, former federal prosecutor and legal analyst. He joins us. Nima, good to see you, and thanks for being with us here. You were tweeting about the Diddy case today. There was an emergency hearing called this afternoon at the courthouse in Lower Manhattan, the judge ordering the prosecution to turn over its findings from a jail cell raid, Diddy's jail cell, just yesterday. What were the contents of those raids?
Well, apparently, according to the defense, they're legal documents. The government's saying no, on the contrary, they're just some handwritten notes and a calendar. And what the judge did, Judge Subramanian, is he ordered the prosecution to destroy their copies. He kept copies, and he's going to review them in chambers or in camera. And one of 2 things will happen. Either the defense is right, and those are privileged materials, in which case they will not go to the prosecution, or the prosecution is right, and they have nothing to do with the legal case, and the government will get copies. It's only 20 pages. I don't think it'll take the judge that long, but I think the media is reporting this as some huge win for the defense because the government has to destroy their copies. They may get copies of those documents in a matter of days. So I think it's premature to say that this is any type of victory for Sean Diddy Combs. Really, the only victory today was the judge said that he doesn't have to be shackled during the pendency of the proceedings in court. So I think that's a big win for him.
All right, yeah, Nima, I was going to characterize it as some type of victory for Combs. You kind of disabused me of that notion. Is it only because this is purely temporary, to your point, whatever was recovered there from the cell, these notes, the prosecution will eventually get their hands on? The judge just now saying for now they cannot.
That's it. If it is privilege, of course they won't. But if it really is what the prosecution says that has nothing to do with the case, or even worse, it's actually evidence of witness tampering, because we all know the attorney-client privilege, there's a crime fraud exception. You can't use your lawyer to perpetuate a future or continuing fraud or crime. So if the documents are what the government says they are, they're going to get them again. And again, it's just going to be a matter of days because I don't expect the review to take that long. So whatever victory the defense has is only temporary unless those documents truly, or correspondence, letters, notes regarding legal advice pertaining to the sex trafficking case. If it is, then obviously the government can't have access to that. So we'll know very soon after the judge, Subramanian, conducts his review.
So after that review, is it up to the judge? Is it the judge's determination to essentially say Diddy was involved in witness tampering with the production of these notes? Who has the ultimate say on that?
So there's a few things going on. First is the privilege issue. The judge will decide whether the documents are privileged or not. If they're not, they're going to go to the government. If the documents are not only not privileged, but they're evidence of witness tampering, then a few things can happen, all of which are bad for Sean Diddy Combs. First, of course, he could face obstruction of justice charges in a superseding indictment. Now, I'm not saying that's necessarily going to add a lot of time, especially when he's facing racketeering and sex trafficking and prostitution counts already. But obstruction charges could be bad for the case, and this is why. Diddy's really only defense here is that the sex acts were consensual. So if the jurors hear evidence of him trying to blackmail, intimidate, bribe, pay off witnesses, or threaten them, that's all very bad evidence that's going to come into the trial. And of course, Diddy's hope is that these witnesses show up and do a 180, or even better, don't show up at all. So if the jurors hear him trying to dissuade those witnesses, that's going to be a big problem. But setting the case aside, the tampering is also bad for his chances to get out on bail on Friday. Right. And of course, he loses phone privileges entirely. Can't be making three-way calls or using other inmates' phone numbers to make those types of calls. Those violate the rules of the MDC.
So, but Nima, from what I understand about the judge's ruling today, whatever is contained within these notes of Diddy's, that will not matter. It won't be consequential to the bail hearing on Friday, that they won't be interlinked. You're saying they will?
Well, the government's going to try to argue that the witness tampering has happened. And even if they can't use those 20 pages, I think they have apparently evidence of Diddy using these pack numbers of other inmates, making three-way calls, trying to make calls through his family members. So, I mean, obviously, I'm a former federal prosecutor. I believe when prosecutors make a representation, they have the evidence to prove it. So even though if it's not these 20 pages, we'll see what they bring to that third bail hearing. But these are allegations they made during the second bail hearing. If we recall, Diddy apparently called one witness apparently 24 times over the course of a day or two. That's a problem. That's not what you're supposed to do if you care about the integrity of the proceedings.
So, but Nima, I mean, you're a former federal prosecutor. If you were prosecuting this case and you and your team had already seen the contents of these notes, how do you put the toothpaste back in the tube?
You can't. So what you're supposed to do, and this is something every prosecutor knows, and I hope the prosecutors in this case did it, you're not supposed to look at the documents until the privilege review has already been done. And what you do is you use a taint team. It's sometimes called a filter team or a dirty team. But these are agents that have nothing to do with the case. They're going to go through and they're going to conduct the review. If it's privileged or arguably privileged, they set it aside. They don't show it to those who are actually working on the case. Because you're right. If the lawyers who are working on the case reviewed privileged materials, they're going to get disqualified from this case. It is a huge problem. So hopefully prosecutors did the right thing, kept this information separate, kept it in the taint team, and didn't actually review it.
Okay, so I asked this question out loud in the newsroom today after I heard that Diddy's jail cell had been raided. Do you need some type of probable cause or warrant to raid an inmate's jail cell while in detention for whatever reason here? Help me answer that question. And this goes to some of these privacy questions. Does an inmate, does a detainee have any privacy rights while being detained pending trial here? I mean, here on Live Now from Fox, as an employee of Fox television stations, Fox News Media, everything I'm doing right now here on Live Now is owned by Fox. Is that the same when it comes to these privacy rights for Diddy? These notes, does he own them? Does his prosecution or defense team own them? Or does no one own them?
Setting aside the attorney-client privilege, which is the most sacred of the evidentiary privileges, Diddy has absolutely no Fourth Amendment reasonable expectation of privacy in prison, period. His cell can be tossed at any time. Guards can go in. They can monitor his mail. They can record and intercept his phone calls. So he is not like you or I out in the public dealing with law enforcement. Fourth Amendment.
Okay. I think
Wow.
I said that. I think I said that anybody that has seen the evidence will not be able to be a part of right. I said that. Because I know that's kind of like how it works. A few things you don't know about super producer. I was a political science major in school. So that is why I had said that, because I know that that's something that they do. And they have like dirty teams. And it's not a bad connotation of dirty teams. It's I used to be on one for an internship for school. So we would go through evidence, and like he said, we would decide if it had anything to do with the case. Then we would have it there. But if it really didn't have anything to do, it's kind of like you just going through the evidence and separating it. And then you're delivering it to the people who need to see certain things you don't deliver. And only people on the dirty team will know, all of the evidence, just to keep things legal. But yeah,
the way he said it, he was saying that the prosecutor shouldn't lay eyes on the evidence until the judge determined. Is that what I was getting at?
Yeah. For this particular case, because they tossed his cell and they took evidence. But typically when you get evidence for a case, let's say they're prosecuting Diddy, right? There's a separate team that actually goes through all of the evidence before the prosecution team sees it. They're the people that decide, is this something relevant that we should use to prosecute Diddy, right?
Okay.
And once they do that, there's like, a point in time where there's discovery. They turn over all their evidence to the judge, both sides. Then the judge decides this is relevant, this is not relevant, and now they have to exchange the information. You see what I'm saying? So that everybody knows what everybody's bringing to the table.
Okay.
And the prosecutor should not have seen the evidence that came from Diddy's cell
until the
according
judge.
to the lawyer, because the lawyer is saying it should have went to the dirty team, the tank team first. So nobody from the prosecution's team should have seen it. They only know that they took it and that they have it. Doesn't mean that they saw it, because it could have went to the tank team and they absolutely did not see it. And they say, no, it went to the tank team. None of us have actually seen these papers or anything. We just know,
Now, why is the judge ordering them to destroy it then?
He may be ordering, and they said some. He said some of the papers he's ordering them to destroy.
Okay.
And it may be because it's not relevant to the case or to what they're alleging. They're alleging that he is tampering with witnesses. What he ordered them to destroy could have been evidence that he has that he didn't do what they're saying. And they're not allowed to have that at this point because they haven't exchanged. You see what I'm saying? Like they haven't exchanged. So that's probably why he ordered them to destroy it. But this is I'm gonna put up the article that you sent.
It's basically the same. He's saying basically the same thing.
Yeah, he is. I think I saw. There's an article stating that Diddy says, and this is probably part of what they had to destroy, that he wrote on the papers that was in his cell, was that the hotel doctored this photo of him. He says that he did not throw the vase at Cassie. He only threw the contents of the vase. So he didn't throw. And this is what he said in the article, that he didn't throw the vase at her, that he just threw the contents of the vase. But the video shows him throwing the vase at her. And so that cracked me up. But that is allegedly what was, in the papers. He was writing down from memory what his recollection of what happened.
I wouldn't even do that. You got a damn video. So
he said that they
doctored the video.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's saying that they doctored the video because he did not throw the vase at her. He only threw the contents of the vase.
Well, did you kick her?
Why are you interrogating me? I'm just telling you what to
I
do.
mean, because right now, yeah, I'm not interrogating you, but I'm asking like you're Diddy. So, Diddy, did you kick her?
Did you kick her?
Did you kick her? I mean, because it's right now, right now he sounds pretty ludicrous, really. If you really think about it, I didn't throw the vase, I threw the contents, but then you did something egregious, like lifting your foot up and kicking her like she was an animal. Right now, it doesn't matter if you threw the content of the vase or not. So unless he's just trying to totally discredit this tape, this tape is not real.
I feel like if he can prove, and I don't know if for me, this is a moot point. This has nothing to do with nothing because you already paid her. You see what I'm
it's
saying?
very mute. I think he's probably trying to maybe say, hey, this was a doctor tape. This wasn't the way it went down. And he's going to try to tell a story. But then you're going to have to get people to authenticate the tape to see if it was doctored.
And then we don't know if they, maybe his team is feeling like they're going to ask him questions about this to strengthen their case. About
Diddy shouldn't take the stand. He's gonna ruin the case.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Because he's very narcissistic, and people it's not gonna go well for him.
For me, I don't think it's gonna harm or hurt his case because if the evidence says that he's guilty, he's guilty. Thank you, Justin. No, I didn't kick her. I thought I needed a lawyer. She said, "Well, did you kick?" I said,
I'm glad to know, super producer, you didn't kick her. LOL.
Because you said, when you said that, I said, why are you
right? Why are you talking to me like that?
But yeah, I don't.
My name ain't hello, Shawan. My name is not Diddy.
I think that they're anticipating, and I think that he is going to take the stand. Not because he's a narcissist, because if you come out and you're saying you're innocent, you almost have to.
He gonna be like R. Kelly. Remember R. Kelly when he was?
I'm saying if you're saying you're innocent and you don't take the stand, the jurors are definitely gonna take that a certain way.
I don't know, because if you know, have you ever seen notice that they try to these are murder convictions. They try to not let the murderer take the stand. I think this is the same kind of concept. I know they're trying to humanize.
If you enter a not guilty plea
you gotta take the stand.
You better take the stand, because I'm gonna be sitting there like, oh, he did it. Because it don't matter to me. If there was one piece of evidence that said he didn't, I'm going to say he did the whole thing because he didn't speak. Okay. And I'm going to feel like he's covering up something, because now I have missing pieces of the story and you're not giving it to me. So it makes me feel like you did it. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like they're trying to prepare him for all types of questions about all types of things to be answered. And because he paid immediately in this case, they're going to ask him about it. And so he's trying to find ways to
Diddy's going to flip
on the
I
video.
wonder if this trial is going to be public, but I could see Diddy flipping out.
I
He seemed
absolutely
like
don't.
you don't think so?
I don't know. I don't think that this trial is going to be open
Oh,
to
okay. Open to the
I
public.
think
Okay.
for me, I think it's going to be relegated to his family and a select few media.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like.
Only reason why I say he gonna flip out because he's used to getting his way.
He's
You know.
cracking me. Well, I
Mhm.
did. If he takes the stand, I don't want to see no cartoon. Somebody better be in there with a camera, because and I know you can't. You have to ask permission from the judge. So I'm wondering if CNN and because they had video footage of R. Kelly, but they had to petition the
To
court.
release it.
No, they had to petition the court in order to be in there filming, because you can't film in a courthouse. So you have to petition the judge for permission to do so before you do it. So I know that the courthouse is absolutely flooded with all types of news
Requests.
media asking
Mhm.
to be able to film when this starts. Because you see the cartoons, we getting out of there right now. Right now, nobody is filming none of these things. But when that big case comes, child, I absolutely feel like it's going to be a whole bunch of
It's gonna
cameras
be
in
a
there.
spectacle.
Listen, I'm going to be glued to my TV. Do you
I
understand?
wonder if Orlando Brown is a witness.
The things he absolutely not. The things he has done was like on the movie The Sound of Freedom. Yeah. All
Mhm.
right. This next story, I told y'all about this man. I said this man looked like a slick car salesman. I don't trust him. Now look, attorney for alleged Diddy victim sued for assault and malpractice. I told y'all. Now let me go to the article so I can. Okay. So the victim is somebody that he represented. Busby is being sued by a woman who claims he assaulted her while representing her during her divorce proceedings. According to TMZ, the woman alleges that during a heated encounter, Busby went into a fit of rage, pushing a champagne flute into her face.
What?
The incident reportedly chipped her tooth and
What?
required both medical and dental treatment. In addition to the assault, the woman is accusing Busby of malpractice, claiming his handling of her divorce cost her millions of dollars. Tony Busby is a hypocrite, said Jeremy Boyer, the woman's attorney. There is nothing worse than when a black hat masquerades as a white hat. No, he didn't. Child, I'm about to faint.
What do they mean by that?
He's an imposter. He's
Oh,
an
he's
imposter
imposter.
of a lawyer. He's an ambulance chaser, is what he's trying to call him.
I
Busby
could see
has
them being
denied-
said. Yeah. I could see
Busby
that.
has denied the allegations, calling them crazy fiction and suggesting ulterior motives behind the lawsuit. We won't be bullied or silenced by frivolous cases being filed against me or my clients. All this is false, and I won't tolerate defamation. Child, first of all, this not the first lawsuit. This the second one. The first one is one of them
regarding with the Diddy, right?
one of them
we
people that
talked
sent
about.
that extortion letter to.
Yeah, trying to
So-
extort the victims or the
Yeah.
people that was there.
So he is taking me out. Let me see what Debris says. Debris says his lawyers would be foolish to allow him to take the stand because his narcissist disorder is going to cause him to speak with such arrogance. It will kill his case. First of all,
That's what I said.
I
like,
would believe
I didn't
this.
throw the vase. I just threw the contents of the vase. You
First
sound
of all,
like
I
a
would believe
dickhead.
this, but I want to let y'all know something. Diddy is an actor. He's acted in plenty of movies.
What movies?
So-
What credible movies? Have
Get him
he
to the Greek. It
acted?
don't have to be a credible movie. He's an actor.
What good movies? Well,
actor.
show me
Listen,
good
First
acting,
of all, I laughed.
and then see Diddy.
I laughed till I couldn't laugh no more at Get Him to the Greek. That's the first thing. Second thing is,
I
he
don't
also has been on Broadway and he played in A Raisin in the Sun, which was absolutely a serious role.
Was he
And they
good at it
said
though?
he did, and they said he did a wonderful job. So
Okay. I'm gonna
y'all
take
can
your
say
word
what y'all
for it.
want.
I'm just gonna take your word for
Y'all
it.
can go look at it. Y'all can say what y'all want. When he gotta put on, he gonna put on for the city. He done
Okay.
already told y'all. He gonna put on for the city. So I absolutely believe that he's gonna be ready and in his acting bag.
Justin said,
When
"Don't matter how many acting classes he took, he's in jail."
he didn't take acting classes in jail. I can't deal with you, Justin. Y'all need to quit. Now y'all clowning. Monsters Ball. Tell him. Tell him,
Oh
Q.
yeah, I remember Monsters
Tell him.
Ball, and I don't
Let me get it
remember
right.
him.
Monsters Ball. He played the lead role in A
Yeah.
Raisin in the Sun on Broadway. Okay.
See, I don't. I'm gonna take your word for it, though.
You ain't gotta take my word for it. Go and look it up. Go on Google like you usually do. Go.
I'll take your word for it. I don't want to see anything he acting in.
I'm just saying he did. All right, y'all. Now we here. Little baby.
Little baby, go,
Girl.
little baby.
That little baby graduates from Harvard.
Go ahead.
And his family threw him a huge party, the most ATL party, they say,
Okay.
for doing so. He graduated from Harvard School of Business.
Go ahead. That is so
Listen,
wonderful.
absolutely don't mean anything if he don't change his friends.
I
Let me
don't
see my
know if
face
little
on
baby been in the streets like that.
Who is he associated with?
I'm not for sure, but I always thought he was kind of straight and narrow.
I'm not gonna say that he's straight and narrow, but like I said, now that he has something that's going to take him, because he absolutely cannot be 50 rapping. So he's doing a smart thing, which I feel like is setting himself up for after, this rap career, so that he can, transition into business and be a businessman with the money that he's making from his rap career.
Okay, so I brought up his criminal record. Okay. 2015, sent to prison for 2 years for violation of his probation. What was that probation? Lenient, blah blah blah, petty crimes. I guess he was young, so I don't know. He was young.
So I think he's trying.
He was arrested for reckless driving.
They absolutely had him pulled over too, and he gonna ask the police officer, "Do you know who I am?" The police officer said,
No.
"Do you know I'm a police officer? You about to get this ticket?" That part is the part that
these
gets on my
tickets
nerve.
don't have any faces to them.
Okay,
They
I'm
just
just
gonna
like-
have your name on it.
I'm just like, what?
Your real name.
When they put the video took me out because
Dominique Jones. His name is Dominique Jones.
the police officer said, "Do you know that I'm an officer and you about to get this ticket? License and registration, please." I'm like, that's insane. But kudos to him for graduating from Harvard School of Business. I absolutely hope that he starts to think about transitioning earlier than he would have wanted.
He was arrested for illegal gun possession.
Okay, girl. I'm just telling you. It absolutely ain't gonna mean nothing if you don't change your friends. You hear me, Lil Stank? Change your
Lil
friends.
Stank.
Okay, change your friends. Okay.
Lil Stank.
Okay. This is another thing that I wanted to talk about. Jury awards $98 million to family of Dallas man shot in his home by
I remember this
police
case.
officer.
I remember this
Botham
case.
Jean was the man that this police officer entered his home and shot him.
The Karen, right?
Yeah, she's a police officer.
I'm saying the Karen police officers. I don't think
Oh,
white
okay.
women should be police officers.
Well,
I'm totally against it.
listen. I'm just saying I feel like they can be police officers, but
they
they
can't.
need to.
All the
need to
interactions I had
clear-
with police officers and their white women all been negative.
I-
Just
Okay.
saying.
I mean, I don't know. I can't infringe on nobody's right to have whatever job they want to. I'm just saying, Forensic evidence showed that she entered this man's home and he was not even aggressive towards her. And I don't even think she did not even
Had
say
the
the
right
proper
to.
things that she was supposed to say. She entered the home and shot him. That's
Yeah,
it.
it was something really crazy. But then
I'm
what
about to
really
bring her
pissed me
up.
off about this case, because remember when she was in trial, the brother hugged her. Like, why the hell you hugging her? You don't remember that?
Child, I try not to watch these trials because I'll get infuriated.
Girl, I was mad as hell. Why you hugging a woman that killed your brother on purpose?
She killed him in 2018 and she used excessive force. And this is absolutely the man that she, I would say, murdered. Yep.
She did murder him.
Um,
That's why he getting $98 million.
his family, say his name, Botham Jean.
Botham Jean. Yeah.
This is the man's family. I mean, for me, $98 million or not, it's not going to bring him back.
And it's not going to bring
It's not going to bring him back. It's not going to bring his future children back. It's not going to bring,
Not
anything
the
that his
future
family is going to
children.
be missing, And her parole was denied.
Good. You should-
Okay.
Yeah.
Minion the
Good.
fool. Minion say he hugged her because he made her rich. I did. Okay, and this is what I want to say. This is what I want to say.
Look,
because-
man, you get out the chat.
this is what I want to say too, because look at the parents. This is not going to bring their son back.
It's
But
very tragic.
This
It's
is
tragic.
this is one part. This is one victory. Okay. What I want to let you all know is now the shenanigans are going to begin.
About what?
Okay. Because the insurance for the city, because she was a police officer, will pay out what their portion, and the city will be responsible for the other portion, because the insurance only going to cover so much.
The max amount, or
Right.
whatever. that
Whatever the
is,
max
yeah.
amount is for their insurance that
And
they
it
carry,
ain't no $98 million.
and the city is going to be responsible. Now, here is where I'm gonna start to get pissed, because the city is absolutely going to try to negotiate their portion down. No,
No,
pay
you
what
gonna be payment plan.
pay what you owe, but they're gonna try it, and who knows? It's up to the family.
And
to
their
decide.
lawyers might try to repeal it to the decision.
Right. And so I want people to understand, even though you get these awards and these judgments, they don't get money right away. It's not like, as soon as they left the courthouse, somebody cut them a check. No, that's not what happens. Absolutely not. The insurance is going to pay their max amount portion. The city will be held responsible for the rest. They're absolutely going to try to negotiate their portion. And it's going to be up to the family to decide if they're going to accept or reject. And if they reject, then they're going to go back to court again, because they're going to, like you said, appeal the judgment. But child, these people, they need to stop. They need to make a law stopping these, when these police officers get found guilty of these crimes.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to stop allowing these cities to appeal these judgments. Pay these people and let these people live their life being without their loved one. All right, y'all, we moving through this. Oh, child, your friend is back. The feds raid a Queens hotel with city shelter contract owned by Mayor Eric Adams. Child, I wish they go ahead and arrest this man.
That's probably why he trying to get in Trump's good gracious, because he know he gonna need a pardon.
Child, let me see what this say. If this have anything to do with it. But this man is pregnant with that ought to be a crime. These ads can't stop. Oh, child, I ain't watching all that. I ain't reading all that. But the contractor that was awarded, the nonprofit organization that was awarded the contract, they donated to his campaign. And now they have gone over there and raided this shelter. And if they raided the shelter, then there's absolutely something that was funding with this money that was donated.
Now this is the lady on the shelter. This is the contractor.
Q, I'm weak. No, this right here. Longtime Adams confidant Winnie Greco resigns as City Hall staffer, believed to be cooperating with the feds. Is fired. Girl, he is absolutely crazy. Firing a whistleblower. Let me see what else this say. It's only 41 seconds. Music off. Two controversial City Hall staffers, including Winnie Greco, a longtime confidant. I never get to see it. This is a foolish. Greco resigned with staffer Raina, a key figure in the federal criminal case against Eric Adams, was fired. Wow. So all these people get ready to turn on him. This man is absolutely, this is a Tiffany Henry situation right here. Yeah, this is a Tiffany Henry situation right here. This man it's just not, it's when, not, it's when they're gonna come and get him. Just like Tiffany. It's crazy. All right, y'all, we're going overseas a little bit. This right here was a story. It says strict rules for tourists as British teen faces 20 years in Dubai prison after having sex with girl on holiday. I told y'all better start learning these rules when y'all go overseas. Now, he's already overseas. This is a British teen, but look, what color is he?
Dubai, yeah.
What color is he, though?
I think, they got some dark Arabics.
No, I'm meaning that he's a Brit going over to Dubai. Mm-hmm. But it's all the same to them. Black is black. Don't matter. Okay? They say he is currently facing 20 years in the Dubai prison after having sex with a girl. He is 18. He traveled to the city on holiday with his parents. So he was with his parents. Okay? And while there, he struck up a romance with a fellow Londoner. So she not even from Dubai either. That's insane.
Maybe fornicating is against the law.
That's why I said you have to. Let's see what they said later to the rest. We really liked each other. She was secretive with her family because they were strict, he said. My parents knew about our relationship, but she couldn't tell her. She had to meet me without telling them. It was to see a boy. He was excited to see her again. At the time, she was a few months younger than Marcus and has since turned 18. So she was 17 and he was 18. What are the rules in Dubai? Ooh. Let's see. Chief executive of detained in Dubai, Rada Sterling, explained that the recent rule changes in Dubai mean sex outside of marriage is legal for tourists, but only if both parties are over the age of 18. Okay, because she was 17 and he was 18. That's why they saying it was illegal.
Well, it's we can't put it on Dubai. It's her parents that reported it.
Yeah, but there is a law. There was a law there.
No, I'm just saying her parents reported it because they don't like him.
Right, but at the same time, there is a law there. That's how they could report it. Because there is a law. There was a law there that said she's 17, he's 18.
But
it's
you think you think if the parents would have liked him, it would have even been reported it? Probably not.
I don't know.
Because she's almost 18.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if somebody had saw them, this is a 50-50 thing for me. If somebody had saw them together, they may have questioned it as well. I don't know. It's a 50-50 thing for me.
See, Dubai is not one of those places where they're gonna discriminate it based off the color of your skin. I mean, I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is
Do
the
we?
parents.
Do we? I mean, okay, like I said, the parents could have reported it.
Yeah, I think it's
And they're
totally because of the
racist parents.
parents.
They're probably racist parents, but at the same time, they had to find some sort of law in Dubai to get him arrested.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
But it,
So,
it wouldn't have never been a problem if the parents would have liked the kid. You
oh,
know, you see
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
know.
You
Some parents,
dating my daughter. I don't like you. Let me see what type of law I could
he
get you
said,
on.
let me tell you what he said. He said her parents didn't want her seeing a boy.
That's what
So
he
I don't
said.
know. Yeah, that's what he said. He said her parents didn't want her seeing a boy.
A period, right?
Right.
No boys allowed. Okay,
Right.
then I could
She was
see that.
under
I could see
she
that
was
too.
under
Yeah.
17, I guess because
Yeah, you're not allowed to date. Yeah,
right.
yeah, I can see
And
that.
so, okay, money bags, we gonna get to that. Don't you worry. We gonna
Hmm.
get to that. All right, let's go to the next. Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk about. Candy Burris is going to be trying to start a talk show, a generation face off with her mom and her daughter. Are you a Candy Burris fan?
I like her, but I could see her just doing this kind of thing.
Now, if you want to talk about a woman that's mean, her mama the one that's mean. That's mean.
Okay.
And I'm not a fan of Candy Burris, and I don't think that a lot of people are gonna watch this talk show. I think she should stick with her podcast that she have, if she still have
And
it,
reality shows and stuff.
which is Candy Coated Nights. I believe is her podcast. I think she should just stick to podcasting because coming to TV and trying to rival Jennifer Hudson, not gonna work out good for her ratings wise. And she better not go up against Jennifer Hudson because I watch it.
What network? What network?
I
is
don't
she
know.
on?
I don't even know.
Okay.
Let me see if it says in the article.
I think Candy Burris got a huge following though, so I could see
She do have
her.
a huge following, but she's
Yeah.
not somebody I would watch. Like I told you about her acting. Her acting ain't even that good. I think she needs to take some classes. Let me see if it says what network. It doesn't say what network, but
Hmm.
I would say, it's probably gonna be on Bravo because that's who she's had the most success with.
That's what. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
lots of people probably will watch it on there, either Bravo or OWN. I'm thinking,
Or
because
on. Yeah, I could see that.
Todd
Yeah.
came from OWN. He was a producer, cameraman over
Producer. Yeah.
at OWN, so it may be with OWN. All right, let's go.
So she got 10 million followers, so she got enough following to carry your show.
That don't mean just because she have followers, that don't equate to viewers. Because I
mean,
might follow you, but I ain't gonna watch you on no talk show.
I don't know because she's
just not.
into the personal. If they're talking about personal stuff, I could see people following her because that's how she became known to the public, right? Because of her personal life.
Well, I'll tell you what, we definitely are gonna see if she can equate that to views.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you personally myself, I'm not gonna be watching.
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't watch her. I'm not indifferent about her, but
All right. Matt Gaetz withdraws from Trump's nominee. He withdraws as Trump's nominee for Attorney General amid allegations of sexual assault against a minor.
Hmm.
And for me, a lot more people going to be dropping out of this cabinet. He has already put another nominee forth, which probably will get accepted by Congress. I think it's a woman.
Yeah, she's already Attorney General in Florida, I think.
Right.
So
So I think she will probably have a better chance. At the same time, I'm not sure because I'm not sure about this all Republican. They have different views, even though
mhm,
they are Republicans. For me, their views are still split on what they accept and don't accept. Um,
mhm,
and that is going to be the thing. But he stepped down because he was absolutely going to be facing questions, and
mhm,
they absolutely were going to be calling different people. So
mhm,
he's withdrawn
mhm.
from.
Yeah, I could see why he withdrew from that. He was already under investigation for this, and they end up closing out the investigation. So I don't
They
know.
didn't close it. He actually resigned, so they
No,
didn't have to close it
I'm
because
n-
he
I'm
resigned.
not talking about that. If you look into Matt Gaetz, this
That's
came
not
up about a year ago.
Pam Bondi.
Yeah, Pam Bondi is the new AG appointed, but Matt
He did
Gaetz,
lack the necessary experience. I do believe that. For me, I believe that too.
yeah, he's never prosecuted anybody either. So
Credits for everything that we used today: The Roots, NBC News, New York Post, Lad Bible, Essence,
YouTube,
News, YouTube, and Yahoo. I think was one
yeah,
of.
Yahoo was the beef report.
All right, now we're gonna do
Are
our. Oh,
crazy.
nope.
Yes, you got another one?
Let's do this video. We'll do the video reaction at the end. Let's do our NFL picks. Do you have a
Okay.
visual for your stuff?
I do have a visual.
Okay, first of all, let me play this video of our
Okay, I got
picks
you. Okay.
from last week because this is correct. And there's a bonus track at the end because I want you to hear something that the super producer said.
Okay. You made a good prediction.
You're gonna see it. It's funny.
Okay.
The games for Sunday. So we are now in week 11.
Girl, you better go ahead with that round the red girl hair.
And the first game is the Raiders and the Dolphins.
Okay. Share. No, I don't want that. See, present. Okay.
The Raiders and the
Cracks me up
Dolphins.
watching myself. It's so funny.
I don't think either one of them good, but I'm gonna pick the Dolphins. I'm waiting
Is
for
this the
your.
right one? Did you
This
put
the
your
right
video?
Girl, I'm probably taking so long.
No,
Oh, there
this
we
is.
go.
This is.
This is the right video. Hold on. Girl, you better go ahead with that round the way, girl. Dolphins.
Yeah.
Okay.
So funny.
Because
looking
the
at
man is
myself.
cute.
He's cute.
I'm dead. All right, the Browns and the Saints.
I'm gonna have to go with the Browns.
And you know,
you going
He
with
a
the
little
Browns?
cutie, ain't he? Deshaun Watson.
dead. I'm dead. Oh my God. I'm gonna pick the Saints because I can't do this. They won last week. They look pretty good. That's what I'm gonna do. All right.
They say Joe Flacco is starting, so that's why I put him.
Lost
okay.
again.
The
Look at
Colts
this.
and the Jets.
I'm
I'm
losing.
gonna
I'm go with the Jets, Aaron Rodgers.
Jets, and I'm going with the Colts. Aaron Rodgers ain't been doing too good over there in New York. The Vikings and the Titans.
See, I don't know what Will Levi look like,
We got
so
both.
I'm
We
just
both
gonna
was
go
got that
with
right.
He still look better than this other dude. But anyway, that's your business.
Okay. Let me. I like the way Sam look. He look Irish, like.
Okay,
look
look at
at
Irish. You going with the look at the Irish.
I'm going
You going with
look
the
at
Vikings.
Irish.
You're going with the Vikings. Just like me.
Vikings, yeah.
All right.
Now,
All right,
both
the Packers and the Bears.
Caleb Williams look like he caused damage on and off the field.
I
Look
call
at him.
them on and off. Why do Caleb Williams looking like Welcome Back Carter? And he do. Why is he looking like this is a 1970 football team? Both of them. I'm like, what? Are you going with the Bears?
I'm going with the Bears. On
I'm
this
going
one.
with the Packers because
Okay.
it's 1970 and whoever you pick ain't gonna be right.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Jared
the
Goff.
Lions.
The
The Lions.
Lions. Are you on the
Me
Lions
too.
pick?
Oh
Right?
yeah, I'm always
Stop
going
killing
with
these
the Lions.
people.
They killing.
Yeah, and he looked like he's malnutrition. Look
They
at
had
those red eyes.
52
I
points
cannot.
on Sunday.
The
That's
Rams and the
Let's
Patriots.
just stop that. Good
Rams
game.
and the Patriots. I'm
Is
I'm
Wilson
gonna
there?
go with Stafford.
Stafford. That's the
The
Rams. Yeah,
Rams,
they're
yeah.
right with the Rams too.
Mhm. Yeah.
He was all right this weekend. Come in. Child, the breakfast crew was coming in. 5 minutes. All right. Then who we going with? Everybody's coming for breakfast.
So we got
the Ravens and the Steelers. I'm definitely going Steelers.
Both got that wrong.
I'm gonna have to go with
Steelers
Steelers
didn't make
too.
no sense.
All right. All right. The Seahawks and the 49ers.
Listen to what you say.
Wow. I'm going with the 49ers.
I'm gonna have to go with the 49ers too. I don't like his
We
braids. I
both
don't
got
like
that.
his forehead.
You said
Not his forehead. Not you popping the balloon because his forehead big. You see those games where they be dating and they pop the balloon. They don't like first. Not you pop the balloon because his
see
forehead
how
big.
insane you be sounding?
Mhm. The Falcons and the Broncos.
I'm gonna have to go with the Falcons
Why-
because
why
we
both
both
Knicks
lost.
look
Look kind of crazy.
Girl,
Yes.
that was insane.
Don't
That
he look
whole game
like
was
he a
insane.
serial killer?
Wow. Now, you popping your balloon again.
Go ahead.
Oh
Go
my
ahead.
God.
Listen to yourself.
I'm going
Nano.
with Kirk Cousins. So that would be the Falcons.
And you know
Falcons,
what?
yeah,
This is
Kirk
the
Cousins
upset.
for
Listen
me.
I'm
to
just
what I
going with
say.
Kirk Cousins because I know he can win.
Listen
The
to what I
Chiefs
say
and the
about the
Bills.
game.
Now
I
this
could've
gonna
won
be
my
a tough game. At 3:25, I'm gonna be sitting directly in front of my TV.
I'm
Because
gonna have to go with Patrick Bart Simpson.
hold on, wait a minute. What team? You gotta tell me what team. Oh, Mahomes.
That's Mahomes. Yeah.
Yeesh.
How we both lose
This
though?
comes down to, do I think the Chiefs are due for a loss?
Look at that. I
The
should have
Bills are
won my
playing
gut.
at home.
Okay.
They have been playing good. They on the top of
You
an
see what I'm
ugly
saying? I should have
division.
went with my
I
gut.
think I'm gonna pick
Okay.
the Chiefs because of that.
I
You
bet you I go with my gut this time.
I don't really like Mahomes. Bengals and the Chargers. I'm
Okay.
going
Won
Chargers.
that
I'm
one.
going Chargers. Joe Burrow. Well, he looks like he's a something wrong with him.
Let me
That
see
blonde
it.
hair.
Wait a minute, don't. Oh, absolutely not. The Texans and the Cowboys. I'm going Texans. I ain't letting the Cowboys do that to me this week. And we got it.
I'm going Texas. I think are you?
You
Is
going
it
to the
Texas?
Texans? I'm doing
Yeah,
Texans.
Texas.
Okay,
Yeah.
Texans. This cracks me up.
I think
Right?
that's it, right?
Justin making his picks too. I like that, Justin. Look at it. Okay, and then Steelers and the Browns for Thursday.
Yeah, I didn't put
Oh,
that
I
one
didn't
up
even
there.
Guess what?
Thursday.
You won that game. I'm
and
going Steelers.
I'm going to go with the Browns.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We have all of our things in. I will have a visual next
there's
week.
the
I got caught
visual.
out there. Tyson didn't make an agreement because
Boom.
I don't know. These things sometimes
Make an agreement to lose.
to throw the fight, because what
Throw
do
the
he
fight,
have
yeah.
to lose? He 50. He out here playing with the kids. He out here trying to make money like everybody else. And he knows that his name can absolutely make somebody famous. But that also can absolutely turn into a lucrative negotiation and contract for him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he gave him a lot of money just to even agree to the thing. You know.
Well, I mean, the money don't have to stop there, because he definitely gonna get a bag tonight from this fight, whether he win or lose too.
Oh yeah,
But-
and he probably got right.
Look at the super producer. Okay, everything be on record. Super producer be knowing what she be talking about. Y'all just remember that. Okay. That. So now I need to go. Oh, and by the way, you had horrible record. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Girl, out of 14 games,
I won 2.
you had 6 wrong. I try to get you to make you
Ain't
look
bad.
good. Okay.
Ain't bad.
And out of 14 games, super producer,
I hope
only
my
had
two.
4 wrong.
Okay, look at you getting those Sunday picks out.
Okay, let's go. Now let me pull up NFL. And you can put your visual up when you're ready.
Okay.
We on week 12.
Mm-hmm.
We are on week 12. Hilarious. All right.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we see your screen.
Okay.
The first game is the Texans and the Titans.
Texans and the Titans. I'm gonna go with CJ Stroud, the Texans.
the Texans. I'm going with the Texans too. They play good. The Titans are playing okay, but I don't think they're playing better than the Texans. The next one is the what?
This is the Vikings
And the Bears?
and the Bears.
I'm
Caleb
going with the
Williams.
Vikings.
I'm gonna go with Caleb Williams. Yeah, Caleb Williams.
And that's the Bears?
That's the Bears.
Crazy. You crazy.
I'm basing it off of looks.
Oh, next one. I'm going with the Commanders. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys. Absolutely.
Commanders and the Cowboys. I'm going with Jaden. Jaden Daniels supposed to be starting, I guess, this
For the
week.
Cowboys?
For the Commanders.
For the Commanders? Okay, yeah. So I'm going with the Commanders. And then the Patriots and the Dolphins.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins, Tua.
I actually think this is a bit of a toss-up. The Dolphins, let me see what they did last week. I think they won last week. However, I think they're very inconsistent. But they're playing in Miami, and the Patriots are used to the cold. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins. And you said Dolphins?
I said Dolphins.
All right. Chiefs and the Panthers. I'm absolutely going with the Chiefs because they are mad.
I'm going to go with the Panthers. Bryce Young, he's kind of cute.
Panthers. Oh my God.
He's a little cutie patootie.
This cracks me up every freaking time. All right, the Bucks and the Giants. Jeez, Louise.
I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bucks because I'm not trusting, but they're playing in New York. I'm gonna still go with the Bucks.
You're gonna go with the Bucks.
The next game is the Lion and the Colts, and we know we're going with the Lions.
We going with the Lions.
Then we got the Broncos and the Raiders.
Broncos and the Raiders. I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
All right.
I still don't like the way Bo Nix look. He looks kind of crazy.
The Cardinals and the Seahawks. I'm going with the Cardinals.
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. That forehead on Geno Smith. I don't know if he's starting, but Geno got that dome on him, and I can't get past it.
The 49ers and the Packers.
Jordan Love looked like a little snack. So I don't know. But I might have to go with the Packers on this one.
All righty. I'm going with the 49ers. Absolutely. The Eagles and the Rams.
Of course, Jalen Hurts is cute though, but I like Matthew Stafford too. I'm going with the Stafford, the Rams.
The Rams. I'm going with the Rams as well. And then we have the Ravens and the Chargers.
Definitely the Chargers. Lamar Jackson look crazy.
Chargers. I'm going with the Chargers as well. All right. That ends our pick. Everybody picking in the comments too? Okay. Let me say this out loud. Because when I go back to this video, I'll be in this video. Q out of the DFW is taking the Texans.
Okay.
Kevin Walker is taking the Texans. Carrington is taking the Patriots. Q is taking the Vikings. Kevin is taking the Vikings. Q is taking the Commanders. Carrington is taking the Patriots. Q is taking the Dolphins. Kevin Walker is taking the Commanders and the Dolphins. Q is taking the Chiefs. Carrington is taking the Panthers. Q is taking the Bucks. Kevin Walker is taking the Chiefs and the Bucks. Q is taking the Lions. Carrington is taking the Lions and the Bucks. Q is taking the Broncos. Kevin is taking the Lions. Q is taking the Cardinals. Carrington is taking the Eagles. Q is taking the 49ers. Carrington is taking the Ravens. Q is taking the Eagles and the Ravens. Justin, my man. Here we go. Titan, Bears, Commanders, Patriots, Chiefs, Giants, Lions, Raiders, Seahawks, Packers, Eagles, and Chargers.
Do you want to go to Thursday game?
In this video, and you will be in the video visual. So don't get up here trying to act like you forgot who you picked, because I got you.
We got you on recorder.
We got you. All right. Now, the last thing that we're going to be doing is going to a video reaction.
Okay.
Stop share. Let me see this. Move from studio. Video file. All right. As soon as I click it, it's going to come up on the screen. You all in the comments, get ready to react to this video.
He's not emotional like Kamala.
I get so angry, I'm up here seething. I'm seething. I'm working.
He doesn't promote violent rhetoric.
You want to see me knock the hell out of people backstage?
He's not misogynistic.
What's out there with that very beautiful girl is, I'm not allowed to say that. See the beautiful blonde girl right there?
He isn't a pervert. He ran a respectful campaign.
You know, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
He is our new 2024 president-elect.
As you can see, I'm not just MAGA, I'm
Dark MAGA.
Video, I mean, reaction to the video. You all get in the comments and go off.
Oh, that was a good video. I like that. I like humor.
Did you? That's your president-elect. Ladies and gentlemen, your president-elect. Y'all go off in these comments. Carrington, why is you late with the Falcons pick? Now I got to put you on this end of the video and slice up everything. You lucky I can do it. Y'all go off in the comments about the no reaction? Okay.
Yeah,
Listen,
no reaction.
you all go on about your day. We ended at a great time. I feel like we were on here for a long time, but we really wasn't, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we got through a lot of material, that's for sure.
Q, exactly. Might explain some of his picks for his administration. Okay, child. Y'all have a good day. Listen, know that the super producer wishes nothing but blessings for your life. Okay? And in the words of Tabitha Brown, go and have an amazing day. And if you can't, don't you go messing up nobody else's day. Go somewhere and sit down.
Sit down, little stank.
Okay. And don't be making up stories about people. Stay off social media with that mess. I guess
Thompson, I didn't bring any biscuits.
I'm not doing you. Shawan is I guess Shawan is going to give us an update on that story whenever it comes.
What story?
The
ISIS story.
Trophy wife.
Yeah, the trophy wife.
What women in homegirl say her name is Paloma.
She just straight doxed her.
Yes. I was like, this
told her all her business. And she lived at 1549 Waycross Lane.
Might as well have told her address because she was like Paloma.
Like, dang.
Okay, well, there you
mad as hell.
I hope she don't do you. There's no doxing laws in your state because she gonna sue you. Okay, well, you guys, listen. I will see y'all. What is today? Monday.
Today's Friday. Oh, you'll see us
y'all on Monday for the unpopular opinion. You probably will see me tomorrow for not a dog named Paloma.
I got a dog named Paloma.
I cannot. You know what? Let me end this show because y'all getting out of hand now. Have a good weekend.
Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you.